Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. Today's video is going to be my Boxycharm unboxing for the month of January. This month's box is awesome and it is worth a lot of money, so stay tuned for the end to find out how much this is all worth. But before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys are new here. And if you haven't already, please follow me on Instagram. I have links down below. I post everything makeup related on that page. I'm thinking about sharing my personal page with you guys just because I do have a lot of followers on here from the chronic illness community. If you guys don't know, I do have a chronic illness that I am dealing with and I make a lot of videos on that. I can link that above as well in the little iCard. But yeah, I am thinking about giving you guys my personal Instagram for those of you who don't follow me on there already, and for those who aren't like really into the whole makeup thing and they're just kind of here for more of the chronic illness updates. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys would like to see how I got this look and see my thoughts on this month's box, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so I just have my base down because we're going to be testing out all these products from this month's box, and I'm so excited, you guys, because this month's box is like awesome and I think it's worth over like $230 or something like that. I'll have to add it up at the end, but I think that's crazy. Boxycharm recently upped their price to $25 a month, but we are definitely getting a lot more awesome items in the box, and I think even like next month we're supposed to be getting a foundation, so I'm really excited for that. So the first thing in this month's box is this face mask, and obviously I'm not going to try this on because this is an overnight face mask. This is from the brand Avant skincare, and you guys, you won't believe how much this is. It says on the card that this little tube retails for $107. Who would pay $107 for a face mask other than like Jeffree Star? But I think it's awesome that they put this in the box. I cannot believe that this is worth $107. I think that's crazy. I'm just going to open this up and just smell it, see if it smells like anything. This better be a damn good face mask. It smells very clean, almost like cucumbery, so that's kind of nice. But this is definitely something you're supposed to try at nighttime when you're going to sleep, and I hope that this would make me wake up and look like I just had Botox done or something, because $107, that's crazy. So the next product is this Wander Beauty Trip for Two Blush and Bronzer Duo, and I actually really like this brand. I've only tried a few things that Boxycharm has sent me, but so far I have really enjoyed this brand a lot. So this is the Trip for Two Blush and Bronzer Duo. I think I already said that. This retails for $36. So we have this blush, which is very pretty, and then this bronzer shade. It's kind of interesting because I feel like this is very light. When I swatch it, I don't know if you guys can see that, it's like not that pigmented. I mean, it's pigmented, but it's like for very fair skin tones. Like you guys can probably like hardly see that. Maybe this is more for like an all over light bronze if you're wanting to just like warm up your face a little. I'm gonna go ahead and try this out and just kind of see how it looks. I probably will add in some extra bronzer for like more of a contour, just because this bronzer shade looks so light. But this blush looks really nice. I really like this kind of tone for a blush. It's not too pink, but it's also kind of like a mauve tone, I guess you can say. That's what it looks like swatched. Sorry, I am like horrible at this. But I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. First, I'm gonna try the bronzer, and I'm just gonna pack it on this e.l.f. brush, and we'll see if it really does anything. So you guys can probably see it is adding a little bit of dimension to my face, but it is definitely very light. But I wouldn't say this is a contour shade at all, because like I said, you can hardly see it. I don't even really know if it's doing much for me at all. So I've added like 3 layers now, and once again, it's just very light. By the way, excuse my sniffles and my nasally voice. I had a really bad flu last week. It settled into a sinus infection. I had to get on antibiotics. I am finally doing so much better, but it's still lingering a little, so I just sound kind of gross. So please ignore that. I'm going to go ahead and dig into this Tarte contour palette, and I'm going to use these 2 shades right here. and I'm just gonna contour a little because I seriously feel like this did nothing for me. Okay guys, so I have my contour down and I feel much better. So I'm gonna go back in to that little Duo palette and I'm gonna take this blush shade right here. I think this is gonna look really pretty, and I'm just taking this Eco Tools brush. You guys, I've had this brush for probably like 10 years now and it's amazing. It's like my favorite blush brush and I love it so much. Anyway, so I'm just gonna pounce that in to the pan and just kind of bounce that on my face. That is really pretty. This is definitely my kind of blush shade. I do have somewhere I'm going tonight. My boyfriend and I are going to like this work party his company that he works for is throwing, so I'm hoping my makeup's gonna turn out okay. I don't want to have to redo it. So now that I have that down, I think I'm just gonna pounce a little on my nose because it looks so cute when people do that. I love it. It's like my new favorite thing to do. And yeah, that is it. I really like this blush. The bronzer is probably not for me. It is just way too light. I might just keep it for like using it on days where I just need a little bit of color, but the blush is definitely very pretty. This is my kind of color. So the next product is from Too Faced, and this is the Diamond Light Highlighter. I love this. It has this little clasp right here. It kind of looks like a jewelry box almost. And when you click it, oh, I just dug my whole finger into that. Yay. Well, just ignore that indentation right there, but this is really pretty. It's kind of like a golden, rose gold, peachy, champagne kind of color. I don't really know what you'd call it. The only thing is that this highlighter is a little glittery. It is very pretty, but let's see if you can see this. So I don't know if you guys can really see that on camera very well, but it does have a pink shift to it. It's very pretty. This could almost be more of like a blush topper, I would say, because it does have that pink hue to it, unless you like a really pink highlighter. And like I said, it is more on the glittery side, but I'm hoping I'm going to be able to make it work. I have my other highlighter here on the side, just in case I need to zhuzh it up a little bit. So I'm just going to go in with this e.l.f. highlighting brush and just pack some on the brush. And we'll see. Oh, I'm nervous because I don't really care for a glittery highlight. It is very subtle. But I can definitely see this being used for like a blush topper, which I think is actually a lot prettier than it would be for a highlight. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is very subtle. I don't mind it, but like I said, I think this is more of kind of like a blush topper, at least for my skin tone it is. But yeah, it just kind of made my blush look a little bit shimmery. It didn't really add like a beaming highlight like I like. But this is very pretty. I will definitely keep this and use it for like eyeshadow looks, or if I just want a little bit of shimmer on my blush. And I don't know if I mentioned, but this retails for $36. I'm just gonna go in with my Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics loose highlighting powder in the shade Extra. I really love this, you guys. It is so pretty. And I'm just gonna add a little bit to my cheekbones just because I like more of a beaming highlight. There we go. That is much better. That is so pretty. Seriously my favorite. I love it so much and I've been going crazy with this. So I'm just gonna add a little on my nose. Okay, so now we're nice and contoured and highlighted and blushed up, and let's move on to the next product. Okay guys, so the next product I am so excited for. This is from the brand Ace Beauty, and this is the Vintage Dawn eyeshadow palette. And guys, when this palette came out, I wanted it so bad, but I'm poor AF and I was waiting for the right time to buy it. But then I saw that this might be a possibility in this month's Boxycharm, and they do a thing now where you can, I think it's like a certain date per month, you can pick an item that you want in your box. So it is between this palette, another palette from this brand, or I think the other option was like a face mask or like a something. I don't really remember what it was, but when I saw that this was one of the choices, I was so excited and I picked it and got my hands on it. You guys, this palette is so pretty. It seriously like screams like all of my favorite colors. I love the vintage retro vibes. Like, oh, this is my dream palette right here, and I'm so excited to try this out. So I don't know what I'm wearing tonight to this event, so I might want to just kind of keep it neutral, even though like I am dying to dig into these like bright colors down here. But I think I am going to keep it neutral just for the sake of me going to this event, and I don't want to look crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids like I always do, just using my Urban Decay primer potion. I'm going to go ahead and set my lids with this translucent shade just because that's how I do my eyeshadow. I always set my lids first. It just makes blending a lot easier. So I think I'm going to start off by using this shade right here called Pyramid. This is a very nice like terracotta brown shade. And I'm just taking a fluffy brush and digging in. And so let's go ahead and see. Ooh, that is pigmented. And I'm just gonna blend, 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 and just make sure everything's nice and diffused. I am building up the color a little bit because I want it to be a little more intense in the crease area. This is such a pretty shade. I love it. Okay, so we have the transition down. It does look very intense, so I'm going to make sure I tone it down just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is just grab a brush with no product on it and just kind of like tone that down a little because this palette is really pigmented so far. I think what I'm going to do, because I have like two dress options for tonight. One of them is like a reddish color and it has like some flowers on it. It's very pretty. And the other one's kind of like a greenish color. So I think I'm going to kind of go with like more of an earthy eye look, and hopefully that'll look okay. So the next shade I'm going to go into is called Fade, which is this dark chocolate brown color right here. And I'm just taking that on a tapered brush and I'm buffing that into the crease for some extra depth. Oh, that is so nice together with that terracotta shade. Are you guys seeing like how pigmented this is? I know I keep saying that, but this is crazy. I think I found my new favorite eyeshadow palette. Okay, so I have that down, and I'm going to go back into my fluffy brush and kind of just blend the two together and make sure it's nice and cohesive. And then I think I'm going to go into this golden shade right here. This is called Serengeti. I think that's how it's pronounced. I've never heard that word. I'm just going to take my finger and swirl it around. And this is a very pretty golden shade. Oh my gosh. I'm nervous. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at that, you guys. This is so pretty. I am just placing this all over my lid. I can't wait to dig into this palette for more like artistic looks. I post a lot of artistic type makeup looks over on my Instagram. I'll leave the handle right here so you guys can go ahead and follow me if you would like to. This is so pretty. I was gonna go in with a wet brush, but I think that would make it a little bit too intense because this is like just with my finger, it is very, very intense. So I'm just going to go in with this flat brush. I'm not going to add any setting spray to it or anything like that. I'm just going to add the dry shadow, and I'm just going to kind of place this on top just to kind of like make it a little bit more clean. Almost like a cut crease, I guess, but like a faux cut crease. I'm not doing like the full thing, but just kind of like making it look a little bit more sharp. Okay guys, I have my lids down and everything. I am loving how this looks. So now I'm going to go into this green shade called Cactus. I figured if I can get away with any of these colors with this look, it's going to be this one. So I'm going to go ahead and take this little small blending brush and just pack that on. I'm going to put this on my lower lash line. And I'm still kind of going with the whole like earthy vibe, I guess you can say. I don't know if you guys can see the green very well on camera, but I love how this all looks. I think it's so pretty. It's very fun, but still wearable for like a nice occasion. At least I think so. That's all that matters, right? And I'm just packing that on and building up the color a little bit. And then I know it looks a little intense right now, but we're gonna fix it in just a second. I'm gonna go in on the other eye. And then I'm just going to take a fluffy brush with no product on it and diffuse that out so it's nice and blended and it's not too harsh. Next I'm going to take this brown eyeliner pencil. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil in the shade West. It's just a brown eye pencil. And I'm going to go ahead and line the inner rims of my eyes with the brown. Alright, so I'm going to go off camera and throw on some mascara and lashes, and I will be right back. Alright guys, my lashes are on, and I went ahead and added a little wing. I wasn't going to, but I don't know. I felt like it needed a wing for some reason. So my thoughts on this eyeshadow palette, I think this is my new favorite. It is so, so pretty. And I don't even know if I mentioned the price, but this retails for $34.99. I love this. I highly recommend it. Just this one eyeshadow look I did was so easy to do, and it was really easy to blend out, and the colors are beautiful and pigmented, and I can't wait to play with this again. Alrighty, so the last product is this liquid lipstick. This is from the brand Manna Kadar Beauty. This is a lip whip, and this retails for $21. This is in the shade Dream. And I love these kind of like rosy mauve tones. I don't think this is gonna look that good with this eye look because everything is so like warm and earthy. So I'll probably change my lip later on into like a nude lip or something. But for the sake of the video, we will go ahead and try this on. And I'm gonna go ahead and speed up the footage so it doesn't take as long. Okay, you guys, so this is gorgeous. It was so easy to apply. The formula is very comfortable. It is still drying down. I'm hoping it's going to dry down completely to like a matte finish, but I love these kind of more like moussey textured lipsticks because they don't feel as drying, and it almost kind of makes your lips feel kind of pillowy, and I really love that. This is a very pretty color. I can imagine myself using this all the time. Like I said, just not probably with this eye look just because everything is so earthy and warm, so I'm gonna change into a nude lip after the video, but I definitely love this. Alright guys, so I went ahead and added up the total for this month's box, $234.99. Isn't that insane? Like, that is so much money, and we paid $25 for this box. So I think this box is really awesome. I still need to try the face mask, and I can keep you guys updated if you really want to know how that turned out. Everything in the box I pretty much liked. I just didn't care for this bronzer shade. It's just too light and too sheer for my liking, but I will definitely use it maybe in the summertime if I just need to warm up my face a little. The highlighter from Too Faced is very pretty, but once again, I think this is more of like a blush topper, or at least that's what I'm going to use it for. It didn't really show up like how bright and beaming highlighters usually are, or at least like for the highlighters I like are. So I'm definitely going to use this as a blush topper. Now, the real MVP is this amazing palette. You guys, this is so gorgeous. I can't emphasize that enough. I can't wait to keep playing with this and doing more looks. I really, really love the color story. And as you guys can see, it's very pigmented. It was easy to blend, and I think I can come up with a lot of fun looks with this. And then finally, the lipstick. This is so nice. Now that it's had time to dry down, it definitely dried down to a matte finish. It's very comfortable, very pillowy, and I love it. This color is gorgeous. I'm probably going to be wearing this all the time with my other makeup looks. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to subscribe and to follow me on Instagram, and I hope you guys have a great day and a great week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.